Dominic here from GetYourRockOut. I'm with Corey from Trivium. Thanks for your time.
No problem, man.
How you doing?
Doing good. Just tour started yesterday, so today just feeling good. Finally got more than 2 hours of sleep, so feel a little bit more refreshed, but pretty sore since haven't played a show in like a month and a half. So last night was like the first one. So usually after a break, it takes a show or two to kind of get the body adjusted to headbanging and all that stuff. So I'm just like kind of overall just sore, but yesterday was good. So tonight should be pretty awesome. London's always good crowd, sold out, so kind of can't be too bummed about that.
No, absolutely. Talking his tour, you're doing this co-headline with Killswitch Engage. That was pretty exciting. How did it come about as well?
This tour has been working on it for quite a while, just trying to figure out, we've never done anything with Killswitch like actually like pairing up for any kind of touring. We've done like European festivals or one-offs and doing stuff like Mayhem in the U.S., but never like Trivium and Killswitch on like a package tour. So the idea came about last year sometime, and then it kind of took a while to kind of get everything organized, just kind of figuring out like when Killswitch is available, like when we could really kind of figure out when we could do it. And luckily, we got everything worked out that we're able to do the UK. Original idea was wanted to do UK and Europe as well, but just certain people's schedules and just like what they were looking to do, just the Europe thing didn't work out, but we got the UK part of it, and it was really cool. We wanted to do something really kind of special, and I think Trivium and Killswitch is, we kind of come from the same kind of, I guess, metal area of, we kind of come from the same kind of place. So I think it's a really good pairing that, we share a lot of fans, and it just works really well together. So, last night was sold out, tonight sold out, so I think fans are, it's a good, I guess, bang for your buck, having two bands that really fit well together. And we've known Killswitch for many years, so it's always cool to hang out and tour with friends of yours.
Yeah, it's still a fairly extensive run of dates within the UK, because so often now you get kind of UK tours which are kind of 2, 3, 4 dates. So the fact that you've got quite a few dates it must be good for you as well, because then, as you say, kind of that takes you 1 or 2 shows to kind of get the body moving again. So to have that kind of really long run must be nice to you kind of get used to it, and it's great to go to see so many fans all over the country.
Yeah, we've throughout since we first started coming over here, we've always done pretty extensive UK touring. Back in the Ascendancy days, we do like 12, 13 shows all regionally, all around. So we've always done a bunch of shows. Every tour there's usually at least maybe like 5, 6, or 7, depending on like the timing and what size places. If we're playing everywhere we're playing big places, it might be less shows, and then sometimes we'll scale it back and play smaller places and play go to like more secondary markets, like kind of further out, or places that a lot of bands might not hit quite as often. So luckily this tour was I think it was a good lineup that we're able to play a bunch of shows and people be excited. So we like touring in the UK, so it's nice to have more than just like 2 or 3 shows in like the big cities. We can go to Newcastle and all these other cities where there's a lot of metal fans, and kind of helps out. People don't have to playing more places. A lot of people don't have to travel as far to get to a show, and we could kind of get as many people to come out to the show and kind of support metal.
Yeah, cool. Because also you just recently touring, new album came out end of last year. So talk us through that, kind of the process behind the new album, kind of where you feel you've developed them in waves, and how fun was it to put together. And
yeah, we pretty much after we put out a record, usually we start writing ideas pretty soon after even the record came out. So In Waves was a different kind of setup because we had so much time off before we recorded the record, which usually we don't have. But with working with Colin Richardson, he had prior arrangements of making a record that got delayed or went over the time he thought it was going to be finished. So we were going to work with Colin, so we just kind of kept writing and waiting. And so by the time he was ready to go, pretty much everything was there wasn't really much to do to besides record it. But Vengeance Falls material, we started writing. We had like the title track musically pretty much written maybe like a month. That was like one of the first songs that kind of came about, and it was maybe like a month after the record came out that we had like a demo of it. And it was really just the kind of like the base idea of what we wanted to do with the record was take some of the after record hadn't, a lot of like fans hadn't heard it, but we had been listening to those songs and recording them for a year and a half before the record came out. So we were very, I guess, we knew kind of we had time to sit with it and really kind of digest kind of the whole, what was going on with it. And some of the points, with Vengeance Falls, we wanted to take like some of the more, the groove-oriented stuff that we incorporated on the In Waves record, and then also touring with the record and seeing what songs really kind of became fan favorites and really kind of stood out with just worldwide of what songs were like the most requested to hear live and just got the biggest reaction. So some of the songs, a lot of the stuff that was just all singing and just more straightforward groove and stuff, not like, super fast all the time and screaming all over the place. So we just want to take like some of those elements and really kind of like push them forward and really develop those elements and kind of keep songwriting interesting by taking different things and really focusing on them and developing them to sound bigger and better. So we wanted to make still wanted to make it really heavy and slamming, but also really take the melodic and hook element and really kind of make it even bigger and more focused on just all those things. So it was, really wanted to take the vocal stuff to just be more hook oriented and just have just big sing along stuff. So we kind of just focused more on those things a lot more. And so.
Cool. Gonna get back to between obviously the two albums, the last two, In Waves and Vengeance Falls, there's the whole fallout with Roadrunner getting taken over by Warner and various offices closing and that. So how did that affect you and what are your thoughts on it?
During In Waves, there was like the transition period. In Waves record did really great things for us, especially overseas. That record, especially in mainland Europe, really kind of was like the record that really kind of took it up a notch. And so it was a big record for us a lot of places. And it was just very natural with just like the fan. We have a lot of like really diehard fans that kind of pick up on everything that we do without having the need for a record label to kind of get it out there. Like there's a lot of people that kind of go out there and look for it themselves or really just follow the band like fans do. So the record just naturally just had something that really kind of pulled fans in and also new fans from just playing like festivals and stuff, especially like in Germany when we played Wacken for the first time. It really helped push the record and the band to, Germany was like a slow, steady climb over the years, and then after playing Wacken and then the material on In Waves, really, Germany's become one of our biggest markets in Europe now from that record, and then, Vengeance Falls did really well when it came out. So, yeah, it was a transition. There was a lot of things, people not knowing if they were going to have a job anymore and stuff. So there's probably like, at that time, with the record, there's probably a lot more people that were focused on, if they were going to have a job or what they were going to do instead of 100% focusing on the job. So, but the record still did really well, and I think now having the time that everything's settled and everything with Roadrunner being a part of Warner and everyone kind of settling into the new way of how the company runs and what they're doing, that there's been, since working on the promotion and putting out the record, there was a lot more focus, and everyone was just really, their mindset was just really focused on pushing the record as hard as they could. So I think now everything's kind of settled in. Everyone, it's got a really streamlined. They really know what they're doing, and the people at Roadrunner that were with Roadrunner now are part of Warner. There's a lot more, I guess, assets and things at their disposal that help us with radio or just press, and we've done a lot of press with media outlets that we've never done before. So there's having like the big, I guess, corporate muscle and backing and just resources at their disposal has really benefited us with getting the record out to as many people as possible.
Cool. Finally, looking forward, obviously you're just at the start of the album, or just near the beginning of the album cycle. So, what's the master plan? What's the Trivium master plan for the next year, 18 months?
We're on tour till August. So yesterday was the first show of the year, and we're pretty much got 3 weeks off until like mid-August. So it's just a lot of touring. We have the UK. We're doing headlining dates in Europe after this, then going to Australia, South Africa, and then Mexico, and then we start doing like April and May. We're doing US touring with Volbeat, and then European festivals in June, and then some more touring in the summer. And then after that, it's just kind of too far ahead to plan for like next fall. But usually we have an idea of what we're going to do, and then some, kind of opportunity that is too good to pass up kind of changes the schedule. So I'll have to wait and see what the end of next year looks like. But I'm sure something cool or whatever pops up. But we've already started writing new material and stuff. So wherever the schedule takes us, it's either going to be more touring for the record, or we'll be ready to start putting together the next album if we have the free time to do so.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much.